Here with the Notorious Conor McGregor, UFC 246 available on pay-per-view. You're a huge fan of this sport. You say you watch every event from start to finish. How do you stave off the itch when you're watching the sport almost every weekend to come back? Why now?
Oh man, I've been trying to come back. You know what I mean? I was scheduled to fight at the end of July last year in Madison Square Garden. We had that earmarked. I broke the left paw, and then just other things keep happening. You know, certain things just get in the way, and that's it. It's not not wanting to get back in. It's just certain things make it harder. You know, and that's just the way it is. But as far as staving off the itch, and that's what I watch it for, to get that, to study the game and to get that excitement and want to do it. You know, it's a great game. It truly is the best game on the planet. So I'm very, very happy to be back.
Do you ever see fighters drop off of a card and you've got your cell phone next to you and you're like, eh?
Of course. Of course. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Especially now, I'm ready to go. So happy days.
Now, it was less than 7 years ago you were collecting a welfare check every week. How are you able to channel that Conor McGregor, the one that was, desperate for success, the one that told his father he was going to be a millionaire by the time he was 26? How do you channel those days?
You know, I stay close to my roots. Remember who I am. You know, and just stay modest to myself. You know, and it's not hard to forget the days where I was on the climb, and sometimes you just gotta refocus and recenter yourself, and that's what I feel I've done right now, and I feel in a great spot. Very, very excited and very, very energetic, and looking forward to racking up some solid fights and solid wins and some solid competition.
You mentioned to Oscar Willis of the Mac Life that last training camp didn't go so well. How did it go off the rails, so to speak, and what's changed for this particular one?
You know, just my lack of commitment outside the gym. I was committed inside the gym. Don't get me wrong, hard work inside the gym, always. It's just outside the gym, you drift off. Other things take precedent. You eat that extra thing that you shouldn't. You stay up later than you should, etc., etc. And then it leads to the next training session, and you're not as fully prepared for it, and you don't enjoy it as much. And then it continues, the cycle and the circle continues, and then you end up picking up an injury, and then it just. I wasn't focused on it. You know, that was it. So for me, when I went into that Brooklyn arena, my job was done. He stayed put behind them women, although I didn't know at that time. But he did not move like he should have, like any man with true honor would have. So my job was done, and then the fight was just a secondary thing to it, and I wasn't as committed, and I just went in for a fight, and that's it. And I was damaged, injured, unfocused, and that's it.
When you say the job was done, can you elaborate on that?
Well, when we were called out, we showed up, and that was it. Nothing, like I said, stayed put at the back of that bus. So, but like I said, it's a different time, and I'm here now. I'm in a good spot, physically, mentally, and with a competitive spirit in me. Not so much a fighting spirit outside, but a fighting spirit inside, and I look forward to showcasing that on January 18th and beyond.
I watched the UFC Countdown show, and they were talking about how there's nowhere to go but down when you're at the top. Have you looked at other individuals, other athletes, celebrities that have, I guess, had a bit of a stumble and then came back and had a career renaissance and were better than ever? Is there any examples you can give me of people you've looked at like that?
I don't know about that, but I certainly look at other athletes, you know. Many athletes experience every athlete experiencing up and down moments in their career. That's part of the game, any game. So for me, I certainly study successful people in their crafts and how they handle things and how they approach their life and take it on board, and I add what is useful, discard what is not, and carry on as myself. That's
Your nickname, Notorious. Being notorious is to be well known for something bad, so to speak. When you gave yourself the nickname, is that something that you thought about? Is that something you embrace or something you'd like to change?
I have a few nicknames. You know, the Celtic Tiger, they call me the Green Machine. I've got a few nicknames.
Mystic Mac?
Mystic Mac, of course. That one stuck. You never know. No, I'm happy with the Notorious. It was given to me, you know. It's notorious. I'm a notorious individual, and that's it. It fits.
What's the origin?
The origin was my coach used to have me saved in his phone as Trouble, and I'm just notorious for, you know what I mean, getting into a bit of trouble sometimes. That was it, and it just stuck.
You have a daughter, just turned 1, I think, last week, Kriya. How's that changed your life? I've got a 1-year-old daughter myself. I had 2 sons before that. It changes you having a daughter. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, most certainly. It's a great time in the house. You know what I mean? And my son is such a boy. Conor Jr. is such a boy, and Kriya, my daughter, is such a girl. Like, she does the little things with her hands, and real girly. And it's just a great time to be, a great time to be alive. And I'm just very, very blessed with where I'm at in my life. Very, very happy.
It's amazing to fall in love again. You have a daughter, a son. Yes. So this particular fight with Cowboy, 170 pounds, a lot of people think that that's going to play to his advantage. But is this about options, 170 pounds? I mean, you haven't been shy about talking about becoming a 3-division champion.
Yeah, most certainly it's about options. It opens up options for me in multiple divisions. Not a lot of people are doing this. Not a lot of people are willing to do this. So, it's one of the reasons why I chose 170. I am this weight. I'm currently 170, with a little bit below, and that's it. It's a nice entry into the division. Although I've been at this weight before, I fought Diaz. I felt phenomenal in the Diaz 2 rematch at this weight. So, happy days. I can do it all across all weight divisions.
I'm sure you don't think of anything as being crossed off your list. So if you could go back to 145, 155, 170, the 3 champions, Volkanovski, Khabib, Usman, who do you think is the easiest matchup for you? If you were to rank them, who do you think is the toughest opponent and the easiest opponent?
They all have their specific skill sets, but I am me, No one beats a focused me. No one beats a committed me. I am the founder of this game. I am the creator of it all. So, I look forward to returning on January 18th.
You spoke to Ariel Helwani earlier this week. You dropped the B word, billionaire. You've talked about becoming a 3-division champion, a boxing champion. When you lay in bed at night and you're thinking about, if the sky's the limit, what else do you want to accomplish in this life? Are there any other big dreams that you haven't told us about?
I like the way you speak as those things have been accomplished, because that's the way I also speak. You know what I mean? The billionaire mark has been reached. The world champion in boxing has been reached. The dual and triple weight champion has been reached. Because in my mind they have been reached. And I just carry forward with that confidence and put in hard work to back it and make it reality.
So let's go into Mystic Mac mode for a moment. How do you predict that this fight ends, if you want to give me a fight prediction? And let's predict way into the future, 2 years from now. What have we learned about Conor McGregor that we didn't know before?
Don't ever doubt me. You know what I mean? I'll remind you of that one, because I reminded you before, and I'll remind you again. That's what you will learn. The fight itself, knockout. I will seek the knockout. As far as round and time and second and shot, which I can do, I kind of want to accumulate rounds in here. Like I said, it's the beginning of a season. I want to regain activity and consistency and more experience under the lights. So I will not be in a hurry, but it will be a knockout victory.
And finally, you've been here at the UFC Performance Institute. It's kind of like a fraternity. There's all these fighters around, more fighters using it than ever. Have you made any new friends since you've been here? You've been in Vegas for quite some time?
I've met a couple of guys, a couple of fighters, and you bump into a lot of people around the Ultimate Fighter Performance Institute. It's a phenomenal institute. This building here also is the Apex gym as well. They've got so many great premises around Vegas, and it's always good to bump into my fellow peers.
Well, you continue to attempt to cross things off that bucket list. Yourself, Donald Cerrone, pay-per-view, UFC 246. Order it now, and we appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you.